Park Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. He stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. Off-play action on first down. Going for a big play right off the bat. Hauls it in down the sideline. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
First and 10.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Gandy. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Back to throw. It's Baker. Got his man on the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Bulldogs have a lot of options on second and inches. Caught close to the marker, it's Wilkerson. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And man, this quarterback is on fire this drive. They've run 5 plays offensively. He's thrown it all 5 times. He's 5 for 5, and now he has him down here on the goal line. Why not go 6 for 6 with a tutty?
They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The Bearcats in the hurry up. On the run, it's Walker. At the 40, there he goes. lowers another broken tackle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. To throw, it's Sorsby. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Bearcats! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Gandy. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really...
A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Plucks it out of the air. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. On first and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Here we go on fourth and goal, ground to cover. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Allen. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bearcats.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Baker. Makes the catch.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. That's reeled in. It's Gandy. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
By the receiver. Tackle is made.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Louisiana Tech.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking for a gap. It's Wiggins. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but that will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. To start this second half, they're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Baker. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Louisiana Tech trying to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Fit it in the window for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Royer. Breaks into the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is up.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Under fire. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And that one will give them the lead. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And he puts through the extra point. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Catch in the middle, it's Wiggins. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, That dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a stripe for a completion.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Baker. Here's the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot, and he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback will keep it. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down with that. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands pulled. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Pulls it in. It's Caldwell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Bearcats will hustle to the line. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle with Simmons. Still running at the 40. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bearcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. The snap sets up to throw. Got a man, it's Jones. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it in the middle, it's Royer. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Bearcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown Bearcats! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment when you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Baker. He's taking the deep shot. It's caught. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Lets it fly. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And they desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Sorsby. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Caught over the middle. It's Walker. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, it's a fumble. Turning it on. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
We'll get it started here in overtime. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gets it out fast.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Woo, that defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. 3rd and long, and they'd love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Going for 6. Touchdown Bulldogs! They jump on top here in OT.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Grabbed over the middle, it's Caldwell. There, headed to the end zone. Touchdown Bearcats! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
No interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win. He got The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.